Hey, welcome back. What's going on? We're back here in town, away from our fun little Myrtle Beach trip. We are out right now. We had to go for our second trip to a place for 40 ultrasounds for the new baby, because the first time he decided to be completely uncooperative and just not do anything for us. So this time we got a little better pictures. Aiden, did you have fun at the ultrasound?
Yeah.
Yeah? What did it look like?
Cool.
Cool. What do you think, Eli?
Very good. I like it.
All right, we're gonna get. Oh, what?
And he's a cute baby.
He's a cute baby. Well, that's good. I'll show them some pictures of it. Should I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Right now, we're going into Old Chicago, and we're gonna have some pizza. Pepperoni rolls. That's just the cheese bread. You like the cheese bread. I like those Italian nachos over there. What's your favorite, Aiden? Nothing. What about you, E? The cheese bread? How good is it? Really good. Oh, yeah. I like those nachos. Those things are delicious. These are pretty good, too. I'm just not a big fan of cheese bread. All right, I couldn't do much talking in there because the table behind us was very, very loud. It was very loud in there anyway, but we got the classic, which... All right, so what I was trying to say out there, went off. We got the appetizer, which was the Chi-Town Trio, which was the cheese bread, the Italian nachos, and the little rolled pepperoni. And then for the pizza, we got the classic, which is just the pepperoni and sausage and mushroom. So I think that's it. That sounds right. But it was good. This is a good place. I've only had pizza in Chicago one time. This isn't quite like that, but it's good. It's still good. I just wouldn't compare it to the actual pizza in Chicago. But if you haven't been, you should go. Did you guys like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? You guys thought it was great? Baby who?
Baby
Soy. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we show them some pictures of Sawyer? Yeah.
And watch that. I can sleep.
There's mystery. So, after much struggle, we finally got him to cooperate enough to get these 4 pictures. And they're not perfect, but it's better. And that arm right there is the problem for most of what we encountered, because he really wanted that arm on his face instead of letting us see these pictures. I decided, since I woke up and everyone was asleep, to start organizing the baby's room, because it's going to be really hot outside today and it's better to do an inside task. I'm a little sweaty. Sorry, I've been wrapping furniture in plastic to get it outside, but this is going to be a mission, if nothing else. But hopefully we can get this thing done and ready for the baby in a few months. If nothing else, I do have my cool little coffee cup here, and the coffee helps. This is the current state. We at least have our decals on the wall. And I've got... Basically, I need to organize all these things. And right there is going to be picture frames, which are over here, and they're Mickey themed. I'll show those when I get them up. Donald and Daisy. A little random assortment of toys and books here. Alright, let's get this thing done. If you happen to be looking for baby things, I suggest joining a Facebook group. We got this stroller for a quarter of the price on there. It's in good shape, and the same for this little Mickey seat. So if you haven't figured out the theme by now, it is Mickey Mouse, but this is our focal point over the crib. Alright, so after a couple hours of work, we have the room mostly assembled. There's still a little wall beside me that is going to someone else, so it's going to sit there. This is the more put together version of the baby's room. If it's not obvious by now, the theme is Mickey Mouse. But first off, this is my cool little open mitt. If you remember the Power Glove from the original Nintendo days. I got this from a subscription box forever ago. I don't even remember which one, honestly. More importantly, these came from the Paula Deen restaurant in Myrtle Beach. Alright. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. It shakes. Also, Charlie and something are on our table, on our stove. They just hang out here with their salt and pepper in them. What are you doing?
Eating a lot.
There's quite the thunderstorm going on out here today. And it made it deathly hot when the first round of rain came through. In the meantime, I'm playing with my new toy. A little Instant Pot. Getting dinner ready. So we've essentially done nothing today, which is fine because it's Sunday and it's nice to do that on Sunday. But I am excited to play with this Instant Pot, which I won. I didn't pay for. So that's a positive too. It is a little terrifying playing with a little pressure knob, but I'm learning. I'm making tacos in it. I'm de-thawing the hamburger now. Thawing? De-thawing. De-thawing would be making it not thawed again. I'm thawing the hamburger now. So while I'm waiting on this hamburger to thaw for me, there are some changes that we're in the process of making to the channel. We're working on changing the name and redoing everything on the channel, artwork wise and all that, because we're all going to start being in the videos more and doing more of this format if you all like it. So I hope that you like it, because you're going to get more of it. If you have any suggestions, any comments, anything, please feel free to put them down there in the comments. But that's going to happen over the next couple of weeks, and I may even pull some of my old videos and throw them on this channel from the other channel, because I'm probably not even going to touch that thing for a long time. So here's the part with the Instant Pot that people get so afraid of. You have two options here. Once you hit this point, if you haven't used these, this means you're ready. If you're doing the pressure cook mode like I am, this little float right there says there's still pressure in it. If I just left it alone, after a while, the pressure would just completely go away and it'd be good and I could open this lid. But I want a quick release. And to do that, with these cabinets up here, it's bad because it's hard to put them under. But for the quick release, you do this. See? And it just sprays that steam everywhere. So as you can see, our little float went down, all the steam's out. I do give it a second just to make sure that all the pressure's out. And even when I open this, you'll see some of the pressure come out. But for the pressure cook mode, if you haven't done it, you just put a little water in there and throw it in. But I put this ground beef in frozen, like I said. and the little happy noise it makes. When I let it go, you can see that it's browned somewhat on the outside, which means that it has in fact thawed that hamburger for me, so now I can cook. I'm not going to cook in here just because I've got a pan on the stove ready, and I've got my taco stuff all laid out here. And honestly, I'm not quite comfortable enough to cook in this yet because I've only used it a few times. But I'm going to go ahead and make my tacos now. Also, another random thought. Earlier today, Bethany and myself went to pick up some items that we bought from someone on a Facebook group. And I find it interesting, the things that people feel like they can do on a social level that you can't do at any other time in your life. When we got there, the woman made some comment about how there's no way she could go much longer. And people say things like that, or, oh, well, you must be ready to pop. If I went up to someone in normal life that wasn't pregnant and said, well, you're awful fat, that wouldn't fly. But for some reason, when you're pregnant, people are like, no, it's okay. I can say this. Or they like to walk up and touch your stomach, which is one thing if it's me or someone here. But if I don't know you, it's kind of weird, right? Or am I just crazy? I don't know. It's weird. This is the only piece that was kind of still frozen, just in one little spot. But it was 12 minutes in the Instant Pot. That's better than waiting an entire day. And it cooks up just fine. So if you're looking to buy one, I do highly recommend them just based on what little bit we've used in here. So as I cook, for those of you that don't know, who knew nothing about my other channel that I initially was going to start and just basically I'm abandoning at this point, I was doing theme park related because I used to be about 100 pounds heavier than I am now. I've still got some to lose, but I've lost a decent amount. It all started with a decision to make a trip to Disney World, which, funny enough, I didn't want to go, but now I want to go all the time. That made me realize, maybe I want to ride coasters again, except I was going to be too big to ride the coasters, so that spurred my decision to lose the weight. Now, as I said, I've lost nearly 100 pounds at this point. I have 35 more to hit my major goal, but it's been a long journey. But I love theme parks now because of it, so, you know, there's a payoff, I guess. I try to be more conscious when I make meals. Tacos are nice because if I don't want a shell, I can just do the meat with some vegetables and it makes life easier. Or if I fast, I can have a meal and it doesn't really matter what I have, and I can just have better days throughout the week. I hope that you've enjoyed this fun little one-on-one time with me since everyone else is off playing their video games or sleeping. Are you winning?
I don't know what to do.
You should play the game. Go up and...
No, I messed up.
No.
I know what to do.
Well. This is his new Switch game. He got Mario Maker 2. And he failed.
Yes.
Failed again.
Except
Got my tacos and we're watching The Office. But more importantly, have you had this water? This is good stuff, but this is the cherry kind. I think it's the best. Bethany says that the grapefruit, I think is what it is the best. But it's not. It's this. It's the cherry. So if you've had it, which one's better? This one's better, right? Alright, the weekend is over. It's time to get ready for bed. So, I'm going to head out, but I'm going to add... Oh look, there's a creepy hand beside me. Anyway, I'm distracting myself with that. Hope you guys had a fun little home random vlog. Bye!